Alright guys, Fleet Manager and Ship Designer, how does it work and how can you add more ships to your first fleet? Basically over here, if you go press F9, as you can see, you're gonna get this window, and if you click Add Ship, you're gonna have Corvette over here. So by default, this is when you start, by the way, you should have this Ship Designer on bottom left. So you see you have, this is a Corvette, that would be your offensive ships. And you have the defensive platform that stays next to your planet, to your star base, in order to protect your star base technically. So we're just going to talk about the Corvette. As you can see over here, it says auto-generate design. So basically, by default, this is what they're going to give you. If you want to change the design, you have two options. You can either click this, right? And then you can click this guy over here, and then you can click, I don't know, red laser. Boom, right? And then click this. There we go. And then you can change that like this, and then you can save it over here. Click yes. Boom. You gotta make sure that this is not checked, because if this is checked, you cannot change anything, right? And I'll show you. So if I click this again, see, now it's gonna create a new Corvette, which I did not need, but I'm gonna show you what happened if I click this and this. Right? So now I have this, I have extra power, extra stats, and if I click save, it says auto design take control over upgrading and changing of the ship. So that's the reason why this needs to be unchecked, and if you uncheck it, then you can save it. There you go. All right, so that's very important. So that's one thing. So here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete this guy because I don't need it. There we go. Make sure it's unchecked. And this one over here, I'm gonna add this guy. And this is a bonus. This is like an option. You don't have to do this. But if you look, it says power. I got evasion 60%, speed 3,555, damage 539. Let's see how much is. So I get more damage, more speed, more evasion, but it costs 5 extra component. As you can see, it was 100. Now it's 105. So that's the only downside. And so then if you want, you don't have to. You know. So there it goes. There we go. So I'm gonna save it. Alright, so you can also call it whatever. I'm going to call it Dragon 1. There we go. Let's call it Dragon 1. Doesn't matter. You can put auto upgrade if you want to. So this one gives you minus 50% shield damage, but plus 50% armor damage, plus 25% hull damage. So you got to double check the stats. Alright, you got to double check the stats, and you have to ask yourself, do you like that? There we go. I'm going to have 2 armor damage, and the missile by itself does a lot of shield damage, so I'm going to keep it as it is. Save that. There we go. And there we go. So that's Dragon 1. This one I'm going to delete. This one here, I don't need it. There we go. So I have Dragon 1 over here. Also, you can do a new design. So if you click new design, click Corvette, right? You can start from scratch and decide, you know, the name. I'm gonna call it Mary, Mary, and then you can do autocomplete over here. Boom, there you go. And you can decide what you want. You can put all this if you want to, right? So I just want to show you, you know, like what is this for, and then when it's done, you just click save. There you go. Now you have Mary and you got Dragon. So you can have different type of templates for ships that you want in your fleet. But I'm just gonna use one over here, and I'm gonna delete this one because I don't need it. There we go. So let's go back to Fleet Manager over here. So right now, Showtail class, as you can see, that's because I deleted the Showtail class, right? So what happened is this: in order to be able to have more of these ship Corvette, I'm gonna have to click Add Ship. Well, I don't need to because it's already there. But Corvette over here, see, now I'm gonna add it. And C says Dragon 1, right? So here's the thing: you need to click 17 times, or 20 times if you want to. 17 is the max. Oh no, because I already have 3 Showtail. See the Showtail, the one that I deleted, it's still there. I still have it in my fleet. I need to disband them in order to have up to 20 Dragon 1 class. It's the same thing. It's just that I just want to show you, but I'm not gonna disband them because I need them. You know, like it's gonna cost me some mats if I delete them. So I'm gonna keep them. So technically, I can have up to 17. So now that I have up to 17 over here, this is telling you that you want up to 17, you know, like ship, right? So up to 20, sorry, you want to go up to 20, and when you start, you can go up to 20 with your commander, and some of your commander stats may have an impact on your firepower and everything. But the other thing is that as you play the game and evolve, you will be able to go up to 50, and then, you know, more and more and more. I think it's 260 is the maximum, but you need to evolve and progress in this game to go there. But as a beginning, is 20, right? So here we go. So now that you have 20, and it says 17 for Dragon 1 and 3 for Showtail. So Showtail is already there. I don't need to build that. So you're gonna go out of here, and you're gonna go click the this guy here, the starport. Okay, by the way, you have one by default. It's already upgraded to starport. But if you go to other system, it's going to be a starbase, and starbase need to be upgraded to starport because starport allow you to have a shipyard. And another thing over here, and another thing over here, crew quarter is very good because it reduces the dock ship upkeep, and you know, it helps you, you know, with that, with your ships, right? And anyway, so once you click that over here, you're gonna go to shipyard over here, and as you can see, I have dragon over here, right? And I have construction ship, colony ship, science ship. Anyway, if I want to have 17, and remember when I press F9, so it says 17, so I want 17 dragon. I want to have up to, you know, I want to fill up my fleet, so I want 17 dragon. Click back over here. I'm gonna have to click this 17 times, but it's not working. Why? Because I don't have the mats. So you need to have the mats in order to click this 17 times, right? So even if you tell yourself, oh, I want to have 20 you know, ships in my fleet, and even if you upgrade that to 17, if you don't have the mats, it's not gonna work. You understand? So once you have the mats, and again, you need to progress and evolve, you will be able to click this 17 times. You can click it, I think, you know, you can click it indefinitely if you want to, but again, you cannot have more than 17 in your fleet. Because why? Because you're limited to 20, and you already have 3 Showtail Corvette, and here you can have up to 17, so you're limited. So even if you, like I said, even if you click it 100 times, it's going to be in queue, but it's not going to be produced until you actually upgrade the command limit, you know, as you evolve. Or you can have a new create a new fleet. So when you create a new fleet, you need to have, of course, a leader over here, and once you put a leader, you click add ship, boom, and then see, I have this guy over here. I'm gonna put it 1 time, I'm gonna click it 20 times, right? So basically here what happened is that since I have a secondary fleet, right, and what happened is that if I go back over here and click this guy another 20 times, so I'll be able to have my 17 that will be already in queue, plus I'm going to click it another 20 times, which is going to give me another 20, you know, Dragon 1 Corvette class, right? But that's the thing, when you start, you don't need a secondary fleet, because when you start, right? So you want to fill this one up first, right? And sometimes you don't even need to have a secondary fleet unless you want to go into a rampage, and it's up to you. But when you start, you want to have one fleet, you want to fill it up, right? And once you're ready to have a secondary fleet, then be my guest, do what you have to do. And again, this is just one type of ship. There's a lot of different type of ship, but when you start, you only have that. So this is how you create your fleet. This is how you add your ship, and this is how you design your ship. If you want a new design, if you don't like the you know, the whatever, the fitting in there, you can change that if you want to and create a new design. Same thing with this guy. If you want a different type of platform with different weaponry, you can create a new new design over here, and then you can save it. Make sure that you uncheck this one over here. And that's that, guys. So I hope that this helped you, and yeah, if it does, please like and sub. Thanks for watching. Cheers.